Toot. Good day, everyone. Linda here from the Shane Family Eyewitness News. Join us for our third episode of the Shane Family Adventure. Today, we will be on location at Hamlin Beach State Park, brought to you by the wonderful state of New York and the Civilian Conservation Corps. Here, we will explore an important wetlands of the Yantee Marsh, a civilian conservation camp, and the Devil's Nose, the highest point along the New York-Ontario border. Let's go to Roger to check out the route. Over to you, Roger.
Thank you, Linda. Roger here to review the route of the Shane family. They started in Indiana, went up into Ohio and Pennsylvania, and then into New York. They went up and slept at Hamlin Beach State Park and went down for the day at the Great Niagara Falls. On Saturday, they're gonna go to Maine. But for now, let's go to Charlie in the field at the Yantee Marsh and see what this place has in store for us. Thank you, Roger. Charlie here reporting live from the beautiful Yantee Marsh. Now, in the last episode, we looked at a bog and a fen wetlands that have lots of trees and flowers. This here is a marsh wetland that grows primarily tall grasses and herbaceous plants. They are like a big wet pasture. Yantee Marsh was threatened by major storms in 1997. In 1998, they built a 1,830-foot-long barrier to protect this necessary and fragile ecosystem. Now let's go back over to Roger at CCC Camp. Thank you, Charlie. Roger again. Now at the historic Hamlin Civilian Conservation Corps, the second largest CCC camp in New York, one of the only few camps whose footprint is still intact. It is unique in that it is not only served as a camp for CCC boys from 1935 to 1941, but also a POW camp for Italian and German POWs from World War II in 1943 and 1946. You are probably wondering what the CCC is. The Civilian Conservation Corps was started by Franklin D. Roosevelt, our 32nd president, to put people to work during the Great Depression in 1930s and 1940s. CCC camp worked on natural conservation projects in national parks, forests, roadways, state parks, and Indian reservations. So far, Starved Rock, Indiana Dunes National Park, and Hamlin State Park all had conservation projects, buildings, and trails built by the CCC boys. Wow, folks, there are so much cool history out here on the road. Let's go back to Gilbert at Devil's Nose to hear about the legends of Devil's Nose. Thank you, Roger. Gilbert here on location at Hamlin Beach. In our background, you can see the high point that sticks out into Lake Ontario. This point is called Devil's Nose. Devil's Nose is a bluff that is the highest point on the south shore. The Lake Ontario lake bottom is shallow, about 1.5 miles into the lake. Many ships have been grounded there, and legend says that caves and passages near the nose were used by smugglers to hide and move alcohol during the Prohibition. And that's it for this stop on the Shane Family Adventure.